Greetings. Hello everyone, it's Goose. Back in the summer, I started an in-depth investigation into Kentucky State Police Commissioner Phillip P.J. Burnett. If you saw this video series that I did and you liked it,
yes.
If you could go back in time to the day that you arrested her, would you still arrest her?
So you're asking me if I can go back in time?
Yeah.
I don't know how I could do that.
Okay. Did you understand my question?
I did, and you're asking me to suppose whether or not I can go back in time.
So you can't tell me if you would still arrest her?
I can't tell you what would happen on that day if I went back in time.
It's an attempt to be funny.
Not a bit.
You really can't figure this out because you can't wrap your head around time travel. What's the difference between arrest and detain?
I don't know.
So even though you don't know the difference between detain and arrest, your testimony here today is that you detained her but did not arrest her?
Yes.
boy, do I have a treat for you. Because Commissioner Burnett metaphorically told Lieutenant My Ass, hold my beer and watch this. I'm going to be skipping through the commissioner's deposition because it's over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. I'm going to be hitting some high points. At this point, I don't know how many parts there will be. Let's get to the first part.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Would you tell us your name, please, sir?
It's Phillip Burnett, Jr.
Can I call you Commissioner?
Sure.
Commissioner, what have you done to prepare for your testimony here today?
I have talked with my legal counsel, and then I've also looked at the interrogatories that was submitted.
Have you looked at any other documents?
Yes, I have looked over with the interrogatories. I've looked over I guess the interrogatories. That's really about all I know on that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let me ask you some specific questions about what you might have reviewed. The name Freddie Gregory, you know what I'm talking about there, right?
I do. Sir.
Have you reviewed any documents in relation to that litigation?
I have, yes.
What have you reviewed?
I have reviewed a deposition of myself, as well as Mr. Gregory, as well as the interrogatories that were submitted with that.
Have you looked at Neil Ward's deposition?
Yes.
Have you reviewed any court rulings or anything of that nature?
No.
Okay, and I believe there were certain memoranda that you authored regarding Sergeant Day submitting to an IA interview. Have you reviewed those memoranda, sir?
Yes, I would have signed those about from the best. Could I see those? Because I would need to see exactly what I signed.
Yeah, I'm going to show them to
most
you.
of that would come from the Internal Affairs Commander.
Right, I understand that, but it would go through your hands, though, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
Would you approve it?
I would have to see. I'd have to see what that is to be able to approve first.
Okay. Now, you know there's also been an issue raised about the propriety of a trip to El Paso, Texas from June the 5th to June the 8th of 2022. Have you reviewed documents in relation to that trip?
I have reviewed some documents, but I don't know specifically. You'd have to show me what documents are asked, what I'd be
Well, I'm
looking
not going to
at.
show them to you. I'm just asking you, did you review them?
What documents in particular?
I'm asking you, sir, what documents you reviewed in preparation for your testimony here today regarding the El Paso trip?
I did review the memorandum that was submitted by Lieutenant Colonel Mike Rogers requesting the travel.
Okay. Any other documents that you reviewed in relation to the trip to El Paso?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Have I covered all the documents you reviewed that you recall?
That I recall, but I review a multitude of documents in my day-to-day duties.
I understand that, sir, but I'm asking you specifically about documents you reviewed in preparation for your testimony during this deposition.
That's all that I can recall.
Okay.
Did you notice how he answered those questions? He was really careful how he answered those. Not only the deposition, I was also given special access to a video of when Commissioner Burnett first started in law enforcement.
Doofy!
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Special Officer Doofy reporting. Hey, Doofy, smell my fingers. What's that? That's when you know you become a man, Doofy. Hey, Terry, smell my finger. What the hell is that? My ass. Get the hell out of here, Doofy.
Yeah, that wasn't Commissioner Burnett, but they act about the same. What's your thoughts on this video? Comment and let us know.